Alright, top 10 summer fragrances. Let's see, top 10 most worn summer fragrances, top 10 most complimented summer fragrances. How about I do a most worn, most complimented summer fragrances video? Oh wait, you guys really thought this was going to be another summer fragrances video? No boys, not today. Today we're going to be doing my fall starting lineup for 2019. As much as I hate to say it, summer is coming to an end here, and I've done my fair share of summer videos throughout the year. I've had a really fun time doing it. Summer is my favorite season of the year. I just love the weather, and I love fresh citrus fragrances and aquatics. So because I had a really fun time coming up with different video ideas to feature these fragrances in, but now, being that we are into September, we're kind of moving into that fall territory. And for those of you who may be new to the channel and aren't really sure what a starting lineup is, I'll go ahead and explain to you what that is. But first, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on post notifications and like the video. That way these new videos show up in your news feed, so that way you can actually see them. A lot of people watch my videos but don't actually subscribe to my channel. I think it's about like 75-80% of people watch my videos but aren't subscribed. So if you do watch my videos on pretty much a daily basis, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And I also have a very special announcement for people who want to purchase my fragrances from out of the United States. So I am shipping internationally now, which I'll talk more about that later on in the video. But back on topic, fellas, what is a starting lineup? Basically what that is I give you 7 different fragrances for 7 different situations, and each one of those situations is a different fragrance, and I basically pick and choose which ones I would wear for each type of scenario. And this is cool just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be reaching for in fall, and I am going to be releasing a top 10 fall fragrances video coming up soon, but I like to put out these starting lineup videos first just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'll be reaching for, so that if you want to start picking up some of your fall fragrances now, you'll kind of get to see what I'm wearing and you can take some inspiration from that. I don't think too many people do these starting lineup videos anymore, but I personally think they're pretty fun to watch. I like to see what other people are wearing for each different situation. So enough talking, let's go and jump right into this. Starting off with my first category, that one is signature scent. So basically the one fragrance I'm going to be reaching for just about any situation. Basically it's my dumb reach fragrance, and that one is going to be Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. So when I was putting together this list and I started off here with signature scent, this spot basically took no thinking whatsoever. I had to think pretty hard for quite a bit of these, but for signature scent it was really easy for me, guys. The One Eau de Parfum came to mind instantly. I knew this was going to be my signature scent. It really always is in the cooler weather, and I honestly can never get enough of this. As you can see here, I am running pretty low on this bottle. If I guess I can turn it this way so you can see, we are down to pretty much the end, probably about 25 ml left in here. I did sell a few decants out of it a while back, but really most of this is just from me wearing it myself. And for someone with a relatively decent sized collection, to burn through this much of a fragrance is honestly something that really doesn't happen that often with me. I have a lot of fragrances that I rotate through, so not all of them get as much wear as this one has. So mark my words, I am going to be picking up myself a 5-ounce bottle of this one here pretty soon, just so I have a bunch to wear through this fall and winter. So for anyone who doesn't own Eau de Parfum, Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum rather, definitely check this one out. I would just say to go ahead and blind buy it without even a second thought, because it's just that good, and it's one that I think everyone should definitely have. So on to the second spot, that is my casual fragrance, and this spot is pretty self-explanatory. That fragrance is CH Men. So when I'm just hanging around the house, not really doing a whole lot, not going out to any dinner or going to work or anything like that, if I'm just looking for some sort of fragrance to wear, just really for my own enjoyment, this is what it's going to be, and that really has always been this fragrance for me. It doesn't perform that great, and so because of that, it's not something that I will choose to wear when I'm going out, just because it, just doesn't project at all, and even to the point where if someone's walking next to me, a lot of times they can't smell it either. So this one really is a skin scent on me, which again sucks, but it is what it is. So really this is just one of those scents that I pick up and spray on just for personal enjoyment. And that's exactly why I put it here at the casual spot. If I'm just chilling at home by myself or just not really doing a whole lot, I'll just spray this one on just so I can smell it and enjoy it myself. Because in terms of scent, easily a 10 out of 10 fragrance for me. Definitely, in my opinion, a masterpiece, which is something I don't use lightly, but I really do think this one is. Really, really great scent, and this is going to be my casual fragrance for the fall. So my work fragrance is going to be Creed Viking. So this was another one that was a relatively easy pick for me. You know, when I was putting this list together, I knew I was going to include Viking somewhere in here just because, you know, I love the scent. I love Viking, and I think it's best suited for the fall. This one really screams fall to me, and it's just such a nice, pleasant scent. It definitely does lean more on the mature side of things, which I'm perfectly okay with, just because I think it's really well done, really well blended. It's perfectly suited for the fall weather. That nice, crisp, cool air kind of mellows out the pepperiness that the scent has a little bit. Overall, definitely gonna be my work scent, you know, really nice, really formal, kind of upscale, just very masculine, just kind of like a traditional scent, and I absolutely love it. This is gonna be my work scent for the fall, Creed Viking. So before we move on to my formal fragrance right here, really quickly, I just want to talk about my international shipping for the people who are outside of the US. So that's a question I've gotten asked a lot. People ask me if I ship to this country or that country or whatever. And you have to realize that it's really hard for me to set that up. You know, having all these different shipping rates and shipping tables and stuff like that on top of the varying fees and stuff like the VAT and import fees and stuff, it's hard for me to set all that up and calculate it so you can just go through the regular checkout process and see how much it's going to be. Right, there would just be no possible way for me to go through and set that up for each different country. So what I have done is I put a special little link on my website. If you go to chaosfragrances.com, in the navigation bar up top, it'll say international shipping. If you click on that, it'll take you to a form where you fill out your information. You just give me your name, your email, your shipping address, and then the fragrances that you're interested in. You submit that, and then I will give you a quote of how much that's all going to be shipped to your door with the fees and everything, just the total price. And if you're okay with that price and want to proceed with purchasing, I'll just send you an invoice via PayPal, and then you pay, and then I ship everything off. So it's really simple. You know, it is a couple extra steps compared to just being able to go through the website and purchase like that. But you have to realize that this is really the only way that I can do it at this time. So again, just go to the website, click on international shipping, or I'll just have a link down below. It'll be probably the second link in the description. Anyone outside the US, again, this is completely worldwide. Anyone outside the US, you can click that link, fill out the form, and I'll get back with a quote of the total price shipped. Just make sure that you include your address and the exact fragrances that you want to be purchasing, and then I will get that full quote to you. So my formal fragrance for this fall is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. So this scent, you know, this is one I discovered through a sample. One of my friends sent me a sample completely for free, which was awesome, just because I've been hearing a lot of talk about this one and I wanted to try it. Once I did, you know, I really kind of realized why this scent was so special. And I have to say that this one isn't going to be for everyone. This is definitely more on the metrosexual, unisex, maybe even somewhat feminine side of things. So if that's something that kind of scares you off, definitely grab a sample of this one first. But this scent, in my opinion, is awesome, and it's probably one of the most luxurious fragrances that I own. So that's definitely why I included it as my formal fragrance. You know, every time I spray this one on and wear it, I just feel like money. I just feel successful. I just feel very, you know, high class and upscale. You know, just one that really instantly increases my confidence and just makes me feel better. You know, that's really what this scent does for me, and that's really, you know, what I encourage a lot of you guys to go out there and do when it comes to picking out your fragrances. You know, obviously compliments are great, and this fragrance does do well in compliments, but, you know, that's not all there is to it. A lot of, you know, what fragrances are is to boost your confidence and kind of take your outfit and your appearance to the next level. So really go out there and find stuff that really makes you feel good. And for me, this scent does that every single time. And that's going to be my formal fragrance for this fall. So my date fragrance is going to be CARNER Barcelona Elborn. So this one, without a doubt, was going to be in this list somewhere as well. I knew I had to include it. And, you know, this is one of the main reasons why I'm excited for the cooler weather to come, because I'm super excited to wear this scent. You know, I discovered this one last winter through a sample. Again, one of my friends sent me a sample of this to try, and I didn't end up picking up a bottle until I believe winter was over. So I think we were into spring at that point by the time I got a bottle, so I couldn't really wear it all that much. But now I've actually got 3 bottles. I've got this 100 ml, I've got a 50 ml, which is probably has only 10 or 15 mils in it, maybe even less, and I have a full sealed 100 ml backup bottle still just in there. So, you know, I'm stocked up and I'm ready to go. Definitely going to be wearing this one a lot in the cooler weather. And I'm not lying to you fellas when I say that this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. It really is. And, you know, I don't sell this fragrance on my website. I'm not affiliated with this company or this fragrance in any way, so I'm not saying that just to hype it up, because I get no monetary gain or really anything from doing that. That's just the personal truth here. That's the honest truth. This is by far one of the best scents I've ever smelled. Easily one of my top 5 favorite scents out there. It just smells incredible. Really takes that vanilla note and gives it like a boozy quality. It's just very sweet and sexy and seductive, and honestly a perfect date fragrance. The performance on this one also makes it really a good date fragrance as well. Projection, this is really more of a skin scent on my skin, and that's about it. I've tried wearing it out, going a few extra sprays, and it just does not project on me really at all. So in that type of case, that's perfect for a date fragrance. You want something that sits closer to the skin. Longevity is really good though. It does last a while on my skin, so really that type of ratio for performance is great for a date fragrance. So of course that's going to be my date fragrance for this fall, CARNER Barcelona Elborn. So my night out fragrance is going to be Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. So I was kind of struggling to pick a fragrance for this spot because, you know, I needed something that was going to perform pretty good but also be relatively sweet for the fall air. I mean, overall just something that would be a really good night out fragrance, be a good compliment getter, pretty versatile and things like that. And ultimately I ended up settling on Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Really, this scent is awesome. It really works great all year round. In my opinion, more suited for like the transitional seasons like spring and fall, just when it's a little bit cool out. So really this one will be perfect for fall and perfect for evenings out. You know, this fragrance has kind of been dubbed as, you know, fragrance that gets you the most compliments in like a matter of an hour, just because it does project really well within the first hour. Then it does start to die down a little bit, but there's no denying the fact that this is a compliment monster, pulls tons of compliments, and you know, in a night out situation, that's really what you're going to go after. So I know this one isn't going to let me down in terms of, you know, a night out fragrance. That's why I chose for this spot, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. And finally, boys, the last fragrance for this list, that one is my high performance outdoors fragrance. So again, pretty self-explanatory here. A fragrance that has really good performance that I can wear outside, something that's going to cut through the cold air and really just smell like it's really suited for fall. And for this one, again, a little bit more of a tricky pick for me, guys. I'm not going to lie. I had to think about this one a little bit more. Ended up settling on Nishane Hacivat. So I kind of learned my lesson with this fragrance. You know, I picked it up throughout the summer here. I wore it a few times in the summer, and it just was not very pleasant. It's really too sweet and it has way too much depth for the heat. It really just ended up being very strong and kind of just off-putting in the heat. So, and I kind of learned that this fragrance needs some cooler weather to help tame it down a little bit. So for those of you who are unaware, this is a fragrance that often gets compared to Aventus, and the way I describe this one as, simply as, it's like an Aventus extrait. It's a way stronger version of Aventus. It's got way more depth. It's you know, a lot stronger in terms of projection and longevity, and really it's just Aventus with a lot more balls to it is really a good way to put it. It's really what it is. It's got a heavy dose of patchouli in here, and really this scent is just one that you have to be careful with. In terms of sprays, you really don't have to go with too much. Again, very, very strong stuff. This will be perfect for wearing it outdoors when I need good performance. And really for me, all I'll probably be doing outdoors is like 3 sprays, and that's really going to get it done. Again, the cool weather is going to help tame it down really nice, which is what you're looking for with this scent. So that's my high performance outdoors pick, Nishane Hacivat. So guys, that is it. That's my fall starting lineup for this year. Let me know down in the comments what your starting lineup is going to be. And of course, make sure you keep an eye out for the top 10 list, which will be coming out probably within a couple weeks. I would like to wait just a little bit until we get into fall before I release that video. I'm just kind of trying to tide you guys over for fall fragrances with this video. Hopefully release that fall fragrance video once it's actually fall. Preferably, maybe I'll be able to record it outside when the leaves are changing, so it'll be a nice change of scenery. Who knows, depending on when I want to get it out, but just make sure you stay tuned for that. And of course, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And again, for all of my subscribers out there who are outside of the United States who want to purchase from my website, definitely go check out that second link down below. Fill out that form and get a quote, and again, I'll get back to you as soon as I can with a total price of the fragrances you want shipped to your door. If that sounds good, I'll send you an invoice and we'll get it going. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.